here. But yeah, so who should I start out with? I know someone said off-brand Jacob Wall. I don't know who that is, actually. I don't know which one you're referencing to. I only know them by names, but I will go through the characters so you know their names. So we have Dwight Fairfield, also known as the Locker Boy. And then we have Meg Thomas, the Zoomy. And then Claudette Morel. She does the Healy Doos. And we have Jake Park. He's special. I'm gonna make my cam smaller actually so you can see the things better. Oh, that just moved it around. That's cool. That's excellent, actually. I can't move them all together. So you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna leave it there. It's gonna be fine. Yeah. So you can't see their faces, but it's not important. We have Feng. Feng has some pretty good perks as well. She's gamer, top gamer girl. And then we got Bill from Left 4 Dead series, which, I mean, he's a classic, but he's really loud, so. We have Ace Visconti. Ace is amazing. I love her. I identify with Mia. Actually, yeah, like every game that I start with this on every new account, I always start with Mia so I can get urban evasion. And then Detective Tap. He's got some great perks as well. So Quentin. No one plays Quentin. Unless you're mean. Oh, gotcha. And then there's Lori. There is a character named. He's not a nice guy. Jane Romero. We don't really like her either. But, I mean, I'll play her if you guys really want me to. Obviously Jeff. Got country girl hair. She's amazing because I went crazy and I bought all the DLCs. 13. We got Yunjin Lee, who is from the newest DLC with the Trickster, who is one of my favorite killers. Richter, and then Zarina. But yeah, I think Jeff does kind of look too off-brand Jacob Wall with games of killer. But, well, I mean, in the meantime, while you're waiting, last night I got out of the fog in a manner of speaking. I arrived in a pocket of tranquility where the monster was nowhere to be seen. I stopped running and I was immediately filled with strange calmness. I lay down near the bonfire in some dreamless sleep, and then I saw it. The blood of my own mind is shared and bent at the entity's will. Story with a bunch of lore, with this game, actually. And that's just why you'll find this little eye on the side. Different missions and things, so you can get more blood points and continue in the thing for it. So we're gonna get some rubber gloves, so moderately increased progression bonus. It's add-on, not a very known one. How many of you guys know this game? Because I will read out all of these splash texts and everything. I know a lot of backstories from the characters and from the killers more specifically because I read those when I'm bored. But when it comes to the actual lore backstory, it's basically the entity. Okay, I'll speedrun it for you. It's basically the entity was created or all have tortured lives involved in this game. So are all in here sacrificing people to hooks and stuff. Of course, people like Pyramid Head and Ghostface, and whatnot. Those are DLCs and Pyramid. Yeah. So and then basically when people go missing, such as Dwight and Claudette and a couple other characters, and they are taken in by the fog and put into the game. Watered down layman's terms version of the lore, but yeah. A fishing simulator. It definitely is fishing simulator. Yeah, so it's kind of the deal with the devil. Yeah, it's kind of that kind of a thing. So unpredictability. Basically every 5 or 10 levels, it'll have like this little splash text of basically what's going on. To keep in mind that it is layout and content are unpredictable. I enter the space called the Blood Web as often as I can. Here's a fair warning to anyone who might attempt to follow my steps. Tread carefully, as the Blood Web is unpredictable and ever-changing. Benedict Baker's Journal, November 19th. Box. That helps with gens. And then we're gonna grab Premonition, which is an amazing perk. It's very underrated. And then grab this offering. We got another bog laurel sachet offering. Excellent. And then this is a leather grip for a flashlight add-on. I gotta get that deja vu add-on, actual flashlight, so we can put our leather grips. New possibilities. The second perk slot is now unlocked. Continue as long as I can to withhold my sanity. And that's from the journal again. But in February this time. Yeah, and no, that's my friend. So, yeah. I was like, that surprised me. Alright, we got a wire med kit add-on. So, add-ons, I know this is kind of an unfamiliar term, is what you can put on keys and what else is there? There are other things, I'm sure. I love the items that you can get, and they have more abilities and such. So I'm gonna keep leveling up a little bit. The camping aid kits are pretty good, pretty basic. Sock swivels, salt. You know, you gotta have your salt on hand. So I'll go ahead and get this other small game one. I'm gonna play with small game. I think that's what this is telling me to do. So we have 600,000 blood points left. Alex's Toolbox is one that you can use to sabotage. That's good. We got some key add-ons as well. Perk slot 3. The entity has woken up. Once you've collected enough nodes, it'll start to move across the blood web to consume them. Move strategically along the web in order to collect what you're looking for, because the deeper I go, the more marvel I can extirpate from the figment of the fog. This comes at a price, however. The entity that rules over this world grows restless with my attempts. I must choose carefully what I want to extract from this journey across the web. And that was in December, so that was actually sooner, I think. So that the timeline's a little funky. You can use it to clear up some of the fog and the mist that happens along the way. Took my spine chill. Oh no, whatever shall I do? If you guys have any questions about anything, just let me know. My Dead by Daylight stream is by saying, "Good morning, entity." Got some more add-ons today. We got Plunder's Instinct. That'll give me better things. They will allow you to basically choose. So this one in particular, yeah, let's go into my before we get more stuff out of our blood web. It's a chance of spawning the basement in the killer shack. Which is a chance of spawning the hatch in the killer shack. The other one is most of the time like a main building. I feel like it's like really half and half. So it's kind of a coin toss whether or not to do this, which is the whole basic. Jack is here. TisT. I could ask you the same exact question, Rainy Cloudy Days. But personally, I think I'm most excited for you guys to hear our title track. Our title track is really good. I mean, I'll just be totally honest. I really like our title track, and The Boy Who Cried Suicide is really good too. I think you guys are really gonna love what we have ready for you guys. Untitled 1 is really good too. Honestly, I'm really happy with all of the songs that we came out with on this album. I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised. I cannot tell you how many times I've been trying to level up a character and I'd have to wait so long for that. So this is verily refreshing, is what I was going to say, and I'm just sticking with it. So instructions. The toolbox. You're wondering, well, isn't that green? It has more value? It might, but not to me, because I hate this map with a fiery passion. So I'm not gonna take that one because I already know. Needle and thread. Needle and thread, gotta get you out of my head. Needle and thread, go on. Now you don't know how to use the other perks and stuff. Gives you haste when the extra needs it. Whoop whoop for 10 minutes. F for Piran. What happened to Piran? Oh, you didn't even say hi to Piran. What the heck, man? You didn't even say, you did it. Okay. Yeah, no, Jack is excited for the same ones as I am. Yeah, I'm Blue is really good too. Dang it, you guys, come on now. It's just really good. It's just really, really good. And full band and everything makes a complete, total difference. But a good difference, so it's even better. Yeah. just gonna this faint reagent. I still have 400,000 blood points to spend, you guys. We're trucking. We're trucking right now. We're gonna do... Yeah, let's get some No One Left Behind. Why not? And Shard Wedding Photograph, because I like the Crotus Friend Asylum, and I'm not crazy for that. And I know I'm using a lot of terms that are confusing, so I will just let me know if you are confused, and I will explain anything to you. I know this game too well. So, guys, gives you blood points. So if you're chasing the killer, if you are healing your friends, if you are fixing generators, everything gives you good things. It gives you blood points. So, that's always good. Yeah, and then you can have offerings and add-ons to give you more of said blood points, so you can spend even more things to get stuff. Oh no, I'm about to lose spine chill again. Oh my god. It's not as good as people chalk it up to be, I'll be totally honest. Resilience is a good one. Here, actually, yeah, I'm gonna choose. The next time 2 perks show up, I'm gonna have you guys pick which one I'm gonna do. Because that's why you guys are helping me out. Because I'm supposed to be challenging myself a little bit here. So I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Next time, 2 perks show up. Come on, give me 2 perks. Don't be shy. Give me perks. Oh my god. Let me see this. That's just 1 perk. That's just spine chill again. I'll do it. I'll grab spine chill. I'll do it. You guys are gonna help me pick out my loadout as well for my first game on Saturday. I won't be playing any Survivor today because I don't want to tip the scales. I just get a trophy. I don't want to tip the scales yet because I really want to save that for the thing. Alright, so, you guys. Wait! Bandito, you did your nails? And you're not sharing? What is up? So I have a question now that we have 2 of these perks in the blood web. Should I get leader tier 3 or spine chill tier 2? And I'll do whatever you guys ask. So if you really want me to get spine chill, I will try to use that perk. I will do my best. Yeah. But I am going to be playing some killer games for you guys today. I'm a little nervous because I'm not as good at killer as I am necessarily as survivor, but now that I'm chalking myself up, I'm like, sounds like I want leaders. Hey, that's cheating. You can't say that. You just get. Oh. Oh man, I thought she was telling me, oh, you know, leader is spine shield, just pick one. And I'm like, that's not the point. Yes, thank you. Please DM me. But yeah, so let me see. All right, you guys are being real nice to me, and you want me to pick leader. So just spine chill again. I really felt that. So the thing about leader, I'll read this off to you because I haven't really been reading them. You're able to organize a team to cooperate more efficiently. Increases other survivors' healing, sabotage, unhooking, cleansing, opening exit gates, and chest unlocking speeds by 25% when they are within an 8-meter range from you. Oh my god, so small. They have to be right next to me. The effect persists on other survivors for 15 seconds after leaving the leader's effective perk range. So if you're around someone, you have it for 15 seconds, no matter if you're chilling with them or not. So we'll go ahead and go on over here and get some leader. I'm gonna make a path over here so I can get like blood amber as well. Because that's how you juke the entity. Oh, we got a clear reagent. That's pretty cool. Also, I think I lied earlier. Faint reagent slightly thickens the dark mist. The clear reagent clears the dark mist more. Leader because it's garbage. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. Oh, we got Spine Chill again, and we got Lightweight, Tier 3, so I'm not even gonna let you guys pick it, because you guys are too nice to me. You won't tell me to pick Spine Chill. So, yeah. So we got Lightweight, Tier 3, let's go. We got Plunderer's Instinct Tier 3 or Spine Chill Tier 2. Let's see. It's okay, bye, Jack. Thank you for joining us in this little thing we have here called a stream. Let me see. So, sounds like I want leader. I usually want the other one when it comes to an option between Spine Chill and something else. I'm like, even if it like ends up being a useless perk like Hope or Slippery Meat, I'll take it over Spine Chill. But like, or Slippery Meat. Slippery Meat is a good one. It literally just means that you have more chances escaping the hook, which, I mean, you only have a 4% chance that you're gonna escape it anyways. But Alice. Anyways. Let's see, I'll start just branching. I'll just get this sponge. And a chalk pouch. Oh, it's chalk! It's not salt! I called it salt earlier. But I mean, it's the same thing. It does the same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna get... I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to get myself Spine Chill again. It won't work. Brand new part is a sad day for any Dead by Daylight veterans. Anyone who has played Dead by Daylight for a very long time will tell you that brand new part is useless now, because it used to be able to just insta-do gens, and it was very nice. And that might not make any sense for people that haven't played this game, but basically you have to do 5 generators on the map, and yes, you have to fix 5 generators on the map in order to power the exit gates, and then your objective is to open the exit gates, and then your objective is to leave through the exit gates. So, and all the meantime, you're being hunted down by a murderous killer. So that's always fun. Let's get this. Prove Thyself. Prove Thyself is kind of underrated, but it's mostly just garbage. So I mean, I understand people don't really flaunt it. Teachable Perks. This is an exciting level, you guys. Teachable Perks are now available. Unlock Teachable Perks to make the same perks appear on other characters' blood webs. I feel confident that I can inculate my awareness of the blood web to the others that are trapped here. Maybe they can unlock their inner strength with my help. This is in June 1897. So we're unlocking more of the years here. So the first thing, teachable-wise, is Bond, and it's up against Spine Chill. So guess who's gonna win? Yeah, we're gonna get that teachable for Bond. So now, if I go into other blood webs with my other characters, other people can get, Bond in their blood web. It doesn't matter what level they are, if they haven't been leveled up yet, or if they're like 30 and whatnot, it'll just show up in their blood web eventually. Which is why, if you're starting out a game, you probably want to start out with a character that is more versatile perks that you can add on to other people. That you can add on to other people instead of sitting with the base perks, because the base perks are alright. They're good, but they're definitely not as good as some of the other teachable perks. Shark bait, hoo ha ha. I see that. I felt that. Resilience is a good one. It's kind of underrated as well. You are motivated in dire situations. Grants 9% additional speed when preparing, sabotaging, healing, unhooking, vaulting, cleansing, opening, exit gates, and unlocking while injured. So basically, you do everything lots faster. And I'm out of blood points, you guys. I have 221 left. So let's pick my build real quick. Let's go through what we're gonna do on Saturday. So Here we got Bond Tier 3. We got a lot of Tier 3 perks, actually, because I had kind of a television when doing it. So, Bond, that unlocks the potential in one's aura reading ability. Allies' auras are revealed to you when they are 36 meters range. We have to work as a team. I need you to survive this so that I can survive. From Dwight. And we have Deja Vu. Unlocks potential in one's aura reading ability. We've got a lot of aura reading ability perks right now. Paranoia, paired with the horror of failure, drives you to avoid repeating the same mistakes. The auras of 3 generators, which are in close proximity to one another, are revealed to you for 60 seconds. At the start of the match, and each time a generator is completed, if you are holding a map that can track generators revealed by Deja Vu added to the map. So, I mean, it's good for keeping track of your generators, and if you have a map, it keeps them on your map as well when you're reading from farther away. Leader, you're able to organize a team. I already read that one. That one's a really good one. It's good in the beginning for sure. Spent like 5 minutes trying to find a place with light so I could take another picture of my nails. It's just 10 p.m. things. Thank you. I appreciate the effort, Paran. I'm sure they look beautiful. I'm going to look at them. And then we got Lightweight. This is a good one as well. You're running as light and soft, making your tracks harder to follow. Scratch marks stay visible for 3 seconds less than normal. So, scratch marks, I'm going to explain those really quick. Scratch marks are what you leave behind when you run in a game. So there is a perk that actually Nancy has where you can see your scratch marks and you can see just exactly what the killer gets to see, because you normally can't see them as a survivor. But everyone leaves scratch marks when they start running, and I will show you that in the killer section of this stream. Next one is No One Left Behind. It is inconceivable to leave someone behind. Inconceivable. Once at least one exit gate is opened, you gain the following effects. 100% additional blood points for healing and unhooking other survivors, 50% bonus action speed when healing and unhooking other survivors, and the auras of all other survivors are revealed to you. So that's a good one. Plunderer's Instinct unlocks the potential in one aura reading ability. The auras of unopened chests and items in the environment are revealed to you when standing with a 32-meter range. Grants a considerably better chance at finding an item of higher rarity from chests. And we got Prove Thyself. For every other survivor working on a generator within a 4-meter range, gain 15% repair speed bonus. This same bonus is also applied to all survivors within range. Gain 100% more blood points for coop actions. Survivors can only be affected by Prove Thyself, by one Prove Thyself effect at a time. Okay, so that one only works with one thing, which is pretty good. And then we got Resilience. That one makes you faster when you're injured, which is really good too. Hope, growing odds of successful escape fill you with hope and give you wings. As soon as the exit gates are powered, you gain 6% haste status for 120 seconds. The opposite of that on the killer end would be probably no ed, for sure, except you aren't exposed or anything. Fish don't have claws? Who told you that? I mean, I've met some pretty nice mermaids that had some really sharp claws, so I mean, come on now. Pull yourself together. Go out there and meet some mermaids. So this next one is one of my personal favorites, Kindred, and it's at tier 2, so that's pretty good. Unlocks potential in one aura reading ability. When you are on the hook, all survivors' auras are revealed to all other survivors. If the killer was within a 12-meter range, the killer's aura is revealed to all other survivors. While a survivor other than you is on the hook, all other survivors' auras are revealed to you. If the killer is within a 12-meter range of the hooked survivor, the killer's aura is revealed to you. So, basically you can see when the killer is camping, which means they're sitting around and they ain't moving from when they were hooked, which is a rude thing to do, and I don't commend it at any point. Then we got Premonition Tier 2. You have the undeniable capability to sense danger. Get an auditory warning when looking in the direction of the killer in a 45-degree cone within the range of 36 meters. Premonition has a cooldown of 45 seconds each time it activates. I have a bad feeling about this. Small game. You have the undeniable capability to sense danger. Get an auditory warning when looking in the direction of totems at a 45-degree cone with a range of 10 meters. Small game has a cooldown of 12 seconds each time it activates. For each dull totem and hex totem cleansed by any player, gain a totem. Small game's detection cone is reduced by 5 degrees per token. So, it's definitely more pinpointed when hex and dull totems are undone. And then Spine Chill is the one that I hate. An unnatural tingle warns you of impending doom. Get notified when the killer is looking directly in your direction and standing within a 36-meter range. When Spine Chill is active, skill checks trigger odds are increased by 10%, with success zones reduced by 10%. While Spine Chill is active, your speed while repairing, sabotaging, healing, unhooking, vaulting, cleansing, opening exit gates, and unlocking is increased by 2%. So it makes you faster, but at what cost? So, if you just want to go by pictures, or if you want to go by abilities, I'm going to leave it up to you guys which perks to choose. So, again, we have Bond, Deja Vu, Leader, Lightweight, No One Left Behind, Plunderer's Instinct, Prove Thyself, Resilience, Hope, Kindred, Premonition, Small Game, and Spine Chill. So, totems can carry hexes. What hexes are is they're overpowered perks that can be untriggered by cleansing the totem. Basically, that's how I see it. Yeah, and only 2%, not worth it at all. And that's, I mean, granted, that is only at tier 1, but I just don't see the value as much. So pick the good ones. Thank you, Rain Cloudy Days. The I one, alright. Which one? There's 2 of them. There's one with the hook in it, and then there's one with the spiral. And then, yeah, so totems can be used to harbor hexes, which, I mean, there are some things like Hex Retribution, which is when you, oh snap. That one is when you cleanse a totem. When you cleanse a hex totem, or when you cleanse the dull totem. Actually, I don't, that's a bad example, sorry. So I will start it off with, instead, Haunted Ground. Haunted Ground is a good example. So Haunted Ground puts, yeah, the spiral one's good. I'll do Deja Vu. Haunted Ground will, when you, it actually has 2 trapped hex totems that look like dull totems, but they are only triggered when you cleanse the initial trapped one. I believe that's how it works, actually. Just really quick, I'm gonna fact check myself because I'm great at this. Let me see. Haunted Ground. I'm like, I don't know why I'm not choosing one that I know in and out. You know, it's fine. So, Haunted Ground, Dead by Daylight, is a teachable perk unique to the spirit. Let me see. So, in Tier 3, Haunted Ground, 2 trapped hex totems will spawn at the trial grounds. When either hex totem is cleansed, all survivors suffer from the exposed status effect for 60 seconds at Tier 3. The second hex totem will then immediately turn into a dull totem. So, that's what it is. That's what I was like, there's something about dual totems. So basically there are 2 trapped hex totems, and both of the ones, they look all lit up and they got like candles in them and everything. And when you cleanse that, everyone goes into the exposed status effect, and then it turns into a dual totem. So you gotta get rid of it again if you want to. But, don't, just don't touch Haunted Ground. Just don't touch it with a 9-foot pole. If you have a spirit in the game, if you see a hex totem, just leave it be. Leave it be unless it's proved otherwise that someone has a hex. Such as Ruin, which is easy to check for, because if you start a generator and you let it go and it starts to spark at you, they have Ruin. And that means you can't stop working on generators, or else it'll start regressing on its own. Which is usually manually done by the killer, so you can see how that's a little upsetting. And when it regresses, that means obviously it goes backwards in motion from forwards. You know, progressing, regressing. It's the opposites. You know. So which other perks should I use, you guys? Bandito, I'm gonna point you out. And I'm gonna put you on the spot. So you gotta choose one for me. The yellow, that one spine shield, Carter. You know which one that is. You know it. I'll pick it. I'll pick it because you said it. But just know, you know, Carter. I know. Oh man. Excuse me, I'm talking a lot. Yeah. So Karan, I'm putting you on the spot, and you gotta pick my next perk. Just yell out a row and a number if you can't think of the name or if you don't want to describe the picture. But you gotta choose one. Because the best nails hold the highest priority. Actually, I haven't seen everyone's nails yet. If you have pretty nails, just do it. Oh, I love it. You did the matchy with the matchy match with the Jacky Jack. I love it. It's so cute. The wings one is hope, so it gives you the haste status effect after the exit gates are powered. So let's do that. It's okay. It's okay, Carter. It's okay. It's okay. You know what? I would rather do what you guys wish to do. I would do it. Send you a pic of my nails. Send me a pic of your nails. Let me see the nails. Let me see the nails and the high and the stuff. Okay. Let me see the nails. I gotta see them. It's very important. I'm like, my nails are not good because I can't do my nails for work, so I don't have any cute nails. But you know, sometimes I pull out the nail polish when I have the Wednesday stream because I don't have work the next day. But I didn't do that this week because it takes a lot of effort just to do my nails and then have to take them off 2 days after. Anyways. So yeah. I'm like, unless you didn't want me to pick that one, because I mean, yeah, you did the matchy with the Jacky Jack. Yeah. And then I'm gonna pick the last one. I'm gonna do it. So I think with this build, we've got Deja Vu with Gens, and then we've got the Killer Detection, and then we've got Speedy Boys at the end. So we got, I'm gonna do Resilience, because I feel like we have Spine Chill and we know where the killer is. Well, we know when the killer's looking at us. And then we have Resilience and we're already injured and we know where the gens are because of Deja Vu. Then we can do that really fast and hopefully we can pull off a sick juke in the end game with hope. Because it'll be fancy schmancy like that. You shall paint your nails later. Do it, Carter. Do it. Join the nail squad. Oh, you sent it. It's beautiful. I love it. Okay, you guys have some really good nails. You guys were also painted by they painted their nails before Paran, so clearly, no, but you guys are all matchy with Jacky. I love it. Alright, so for items. Okay, bye Carter. Thank you for joining us. Speedy Boys at the end, yes. Okay, so items now. I'm going to explain what these items do. I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory, but so we got the worn out tools. It's got 16 charges, and full disclosure, I still have no idea what charges mean or are. I don't understand it. I just know that it's more than not 16 charges. Like that's all I know about charges. Yeah, I like the doodles on the hand. They're cool, fun doodles. So yeah, so this one helps with repairing, and it does unlock the sabotage action, but it slightly decreases my skill check success zone. So it makes these little skill checks appear when you're working on things like healing and generators and such like that. And you have to get it in the skill check zone in order to not blow up the thing that you're working on and, you know, have an easier time of fixing it up, or healing the person up, or sabotaging the hook. So, yeah, so that's always fun. But yeah, so this one makes it a little bit smaller. And then we have another toolbox, which is a little bit better. It's uncommon. We got 20 charges. Again, have no idea what that means. But it unlocks the sabotage action and slightly increases the sabotage speed. Moderately increases the repair speed, so that's a little faster. Then we got the mechanics toolbox, which does 16 charges, so it's the same as this one, but it's faster. A lot faster. And it makes your sabotaging less fast, because mechanics are pure of heart. We don't do that sabotaging stuff. However, Alex doesn't give a crap. So Alex's toolboxes slightly increases the repair speed, so it's the same speed as this one. Well, not. Oh, I didn't realize it was moderately. Whatever. Anyways. So, it slightly increases the repair speed, and it unlocks the sabotage action, and it does it real fast, and it's got 24 charges. So you can sabotage like a couple hooks with it. Yeah. And then we got med kits. The camping aid kit has 16 charges, moderately increases the speed at which you heal others, and unlocks the self-healing action. So this one, Alex, he owns the toolbox, right? So the camping aid kit is good for 1 health state. Usually you'll take it in if you don't have something like self-care, and then if you get caught between a killer and a hard place, you heal yourself with camping aid kit, and it'll give you your health thing back. You can sabotage hooks, so you know how killers put you on hooks and stuff, like I said earlier. Hold on 1 second. So when you sabotage a hook, they become unusable for, inoperable, I guess I should say, for like 5-10 seconds. Depends. It depends on how many add-ons you have and whatnot. But yeah, you can do that, and you can you can also sabotage traps and such when you are up against the trapper. I believe you might only be able to do that with Saboteur, actually. Or, actually, I'm not sure. But you can sabotage those so that Trapper can't use them anymore. Unless they change that, because I think they might have changed that. But that might be accurate. Anyways, accurate. This is the regular first aid kit. 24 charges, considerably increases the speed that you heal others, and unlocks a self-healing action. This one, it has like barely enough charge at the thank you. This one has barely enough charge at the end of it to even qualify you taking it in for 1 health state, because it's just a letdown, because you can't use it for another one. So you just use it for the one, and then you have like this teeny tiny bit that you're not even going to use for anyone else or yourself, because like,
we do have small
what's the point? So, anyways, it's okay. And then we have the flashlight, which you can use to blind killers. That is 8 seconds of use. See, they just abandoned the charge terminology when they got to the flashlights, because they realized that it was bull. So, flashlight is 8 seconds of use. No. I don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, okay. No, that should be fine, yeah. So flashlights. You can use 8 seconds of use on this. You can use it to blind the killer, and you know, it's great. And by great I mean awful, and I hate it. Utility flashlights. I'm not necessarily skilled at using flashlights, but I mean, they are a good tool to use, and they are totally valid, because it's not cheating or anything, as long as no one's using hacks. So utility flashlight is 12 seconds of use, slightly reduces accuracy, but moderately increases the beam's visual brightness without a light bulb, and moderately increases the blindness duration. So if you add this up with something such as a grip or a long life battery, you will put more charge on your thing, more seconds of use on your flashlight, and you will have a steadier grip so that it's easier to blind people. And then we have the rainbow map. This one has 20 seconds of use. It starts with 3 objects automatically tracked, unlocks the ability to track objectives within an 8-meter range, track the hatch, track the killer's belongings, and track the exit gates. So basically, you can track any item in the game, such as chests or generators and the hatch and totems and hooks and everything like that. So you can track all that on the rainbow map. Basically, if you read the map near something, it tracks it onto the map automatically. And you can use this map while you're walking or while you're crouching or anything, any time at all. Yeah, which is nice, because you used to be able to have to stand still when you were reading the map, and it was really annoying. So yeah. So what item should I go with, you guys? We only got 4 people here, so it should be pretty easy to pick out which item. Accurate. Yes, I use the term accurate. It's one of my favorite things. Which one is the best one? I mean, at this level, they're all pretty balanced, I would say. I mean, depending on... I would say if we're going for the zoomy generator one, we should probably take the Toolbox, the regular one. And then, yeah, the regular one. And then we would have to add the add-ons to it to make it just slightly better. So these are pretty good. These basically just make the toolbox better at being a toolbox. So scraps add 8 charges. Again, I have no idea what that means. Eliminate skill checks while repairing with the toolbox is instructions. That one's pretty good too for beginners and such. And it really, if you just don't want to think about gens, you want to think more about juking and such. And then clean rag, it increases the toolbox speed. Wire spool adds 12 charges, again, no idea. Socket swivels moderately increases toolbox speed. Cutting wire slightly increases the toolbox sabotage. And then grip wrench, sabotage using the toolbox takes an extra 15 minutes to respawn. So that's one thing that you can add on to Alex's toolbox and make your life a whole lot easier. So I think with these choices, we should probably go with charges and speed. What do y'all think? Should be these two, preferably. And then for offerings, we got a lot of offerings. The green one. You want me to do the green one? Okay. Mechanics toolbox. And then, yeah, and then we'll take these fasty boys. These fasty boys and these chargy boys. And then for the offerings, we have lots of different offerings. I know I explained the blueprints earlier. That chooses where the hatch and the basement are spawned if they go through to the offering. And then the faint reagents thickens the dark mist. The clear one lessens it. Sweet William Sachet, the Primrose Blossom Sachet, the Bog Laurel Sachet, and the Crisp Leaf Amaranth Sachet are the lowest tiers, I guess, technically. They aren't tiers and offerings, but they're commons. They give you plus bonus blood points to your progress in the game. So, for instance, the Sweet William Sachet grants 50% bonus blood points in the boldness category. So if you get chased a lot, or if you're around the killer a lot, you get that. And then this one is the survival one. So if you heal yourself a lot, if you open the exit gates, it gives you plus there. The Primrose one is if you're healing other people, you get plus there. And then the Bog Laurel is my favorite one, is the objective category. So when you're doing generators and stuff like that. And then we've got Shroud of Union, start the trial with someone else. Sealed Envelope, which is 25 plus bonus points to all categories, so you don't even have to pinpoint them anymore. You just get plus blood points for everything. Salt Pouch is luck. So salt pouches, chalk pouches, and cream chalk pouches, and then later on Vigo's Jar of Salty Lips, and whatnot. They help you. Oh, and the Black Salt Statuette. That one helps you with the general luck. Bog, that's funny. Just the word bog. It is a funny word. But the Yeah, the salt helps you with your overall luck in the game. Luck is an interesting variable. I'm not too sure about its functionality. I think luck is a little overshadowed by the overall action of the game. But I think if you stack enough luck things with your party, you can turn out having increased luck. It gives you this little charm at the bottom of your progress meter if you're trying to do something that requires luck, such as escaping the hook and everything. It gives you more, and when you're opening chests and everything, you'll get better things when you take a luck charm. So it's a good one to pair with things like Plunderer's Instinct and Ace in the Hole, which is an ace perk that gives you add-ons to your items that you search for in chests. Let me see. So we've got Primrose and Fresh, and then we've got Fresh Sweet William, and then we've got Fresh Bog Laurel and Fresh Crisp Leaf. But we only have Fragrant Primrose and Crisp Leaf, which the Fragrant Bog Laurel is best. Yeah, and then we have Hazy Reagent, moderately thickens a dark mist, thickens, and then Escape Cake grants 100 plus blood points in all categories for personal use. When you get things like Bloody Party Streamers, it does it for all the survivors, and if you get, it does it for everyone in the game. This one does it for, oh, they changed it. So this Escape Cakes used to do plus for all the survivors, and then the Bloody Party Streamers were for everyone in the game. So that might be different. I actually didn't notice that. It was different. So that's interesting. Anyways, and then we have the Shroud of Binding, which starts all the survivors in the trial together. And then we have Shiny Coin, which creates two more chests in the thing. I believe there's already 6 chests on the map when you start out. 4 or 6, something like that. Charred Wedding Photograph sends you to Crotus Pren Asylum. It has a tremendous chance, to send you to Crotus Pren Asylum when burnt. So that's a good one. All the location map ones are pretty compelling when you use them in game. Imagine just taking a whole cake with you. You know what? That's exactly what we're gonna do on Saturday. I absolutely would take an entire cake with me to just run away from the killer. And I think that would be really fun. So now that we have our entire loadout picked out, and look at this boy. Look at this boy. I love him. He's a precious bean. Yeah. I think I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I've been farming. And we're gonna play killer. We're gonna play a game of killer. And I'm gonna have you guys pick which killers that I should play. I mean, I have been playing a lot of Trickster, I will admit. I mean, just look at him. Look at my boyfriend. Look at him. Hello, Mr. Killer, sir. I heard it's your birthday. Here's a cake. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I would do. Wedding cake with the fishing boys. Absolutely. Kai, you have a good voice on this too. What killer should I play? There's a bunch of unique killers. I can play a couple of them fairly well, but some of them I have a harder time. So the only one I don't have is the twins. She was part of the DLC with Elodie, that's why I don't have her as well, because I couldn't see the appeal of getting it. I might get it later if there's enough asking. But yeah, so let's go through the killers really quick. So here's the Trapper. He's my main man. He's my homie Slice. He's my boy. I started maining killers and he was my boy. Yeah, he's cool. I really like Trickster. I really like him. And then we got the Wraithy Poo. He does the Invisible Boys. And he's going to be on my BRB stream. On my BRB screen when we have all that set up and everything. This isn't the official layout, by the way, of the game. Just letting you know. And definitely Definitely gonna switch some things around so you can see the killer better, or not the killer, excuse me, the survivor better, and everything, and the screen better in general, because it's important. So yeah, and then we got Hillbilly. I like to play Hillbilly because I can play him. Well, yeah, it is Jack. That's Jack. This is Jack. This is him. This is who he means. He's amazing at him. Yeah, his picture's fun. Freddy's cool. I mean, Freddy's alright. Freddy's alright. I haven't played him since the newest update. I got used to him in the other one. So, yeah. But this is our boy, Hillbilly. I hardly use his chainsaw for downing. He can down people instantly, so you have to hit survivors twice to down them usually. But Hillbilly can just use his chainsaw and just swipe, and he's already on the floor. And then you can pick him up and hook him. So he's fun. The nurse is very difficult. She is a hard killer for a reason. She is extremely hard to master, and if you want to see someone play really good nurse, look up Super Alf on YouTube. He's a very good nurse. He's rank 1. Rank 1/2. Need waivers between, because it's hard to stay in rank 1. Then we got Lisa, my dear, also known as the Hag. She is the first DLC killer that I started to main. She puts down little hexes and then she pops out of them. It's very scary. Here's the Doctor. He's the second DLC killer that I learned to play. He's extremely fun. You get to shock people and make them go crazy and scream and stuff. And then he stabs you with a stick. And then we've got Huntress, who I believe you've seen Jack play her a couple times. She's got a big hatchet and then she's got little hatchets. Yeah, and then she could throw them at far distances. And the most she can have is 5. Yeah, there's 5 or 7. I think there's 7. And then here's the Shape. He was one of the other first DLC killers that I learned to play. He's very fun, also known as Michael Myers. Very fun character to play. He can stalk people and then insta-down them when he gets to his 3rd level of Evil Within. She looks like Lady Groot. She does look like Lady Groot, and she actually has some skins that make her look even more like Lady Groot, and we could check that out in the store too. This is the Cannibal, also known as Leatherface. He has a chainsaw as well, but his chainsaw goes all around and he can down multiple people at a time, and it's very annoying. Yeah, so he's fun. Yeah. And then you have Freddy, obviously, Freddy Krueger, the Nightmare, as also known as. So he's fun. He can teleport to generators, he can put you in the dream world, and all that stuff. More like Grandma Groot, exactly. Boop the Snoop. Who is next is the Pig. This is Amanda from the Saw series. This was one of the first DLCs that I purchased, or was purchased for me because I was a huge fan of Saw, and I told my friends about it, and they were like, well, I'll buy it for you, and I was like, you would? And he did, so, yeah, so Pig is amazing. I love her, she's amazing, but she's really annoying to play against, so I probably won't play her. And then there's the Clown, big gross boy. His backstory is awful, and I hate it, every bit of it, so... Let me know if you want to read aloud of any of these backstories. I might have to censor or leave out some details because, they're bad people. So like, it's gonna be pretty bad. But let me know if you want to read aloud of any of these backstories. I'd be happy to do so. Yeah, and then we've got Spirit, who is a lovely little lady. She's all cut up in places, and she does a little thingy, so she's fun. She could phase. Oh yeah, the Clown can throw little toxin thingies, and then you go all drunk and stuff. That's literally what he does. The spirit can phase. She is very fun. Her jiggle physics are great too because her little arms like move, even though they're stubborn and stuff. It's great. It's lovely. So yeah, she can phase, and she doesn't look like she's moving, but her original person will just stay still, and then you know, she'll go into the spirit realm basically, and then go pop up somewhere else, and then her original decoy disappears, and then she's right behind you, she's stabbing you in the back. So she's cool. And then we have Legion. Legion is actually a group of people. So you could be Julie, or Frosty Eyes, or Frank. And then you can choose a different body here. And this is Julie. And then, oh, and there's also Susie, too. So there's Susie, and Julie, and Frank, and there's a couple other ones, too. But yeah, and you can buy different skins for them as well. So Legion can put you into a status that makes you start to bleed out, and until you can mend yourself from the bleed out timer, you know, you're really loud and your screen's all like grayed out and everything. It's very annoying. But he goes into a lethal dash where he can run across, and he's very fast, and then he stabs you. And yeah, and then he usually what a Legion will do is they will go around and stab one person and then run to a next survivor and stab them and try to stab as many people to get them all mending and stopping what they're doing. This killer is very good at stopping progression of the game if played correctly. And then we have Plague, which one of the later DLCs that I bought, but she was very fun to learn how to play. She uses, she has a pretty tragic backstory, same with Spirit. She throws up on people and makes them sick with the plague. And then when you are thoroughly sick with the plague, you get into the broken status, which means you can't heal yourself. And then she just stabs you. But she's lovely. I love her whole face. Yeah. But yeah. She's kind of gross too. Her Mori, which is what you can use to kill people, is really disgusting. And I'd be really happy to show you guys that eventually. I can't show you guys on this account because I don't have any blood points and I don't have any Moris with her, but that'd be fun. And then we have Ghostface, who is one of my personal favorites. I recently just bought a skin for him on my main account. It's the classic Ghostface skin. Very happy with it. I love Ghostface. He's so fun. He can stalk people as well as, just like Michael Myers, except he can also crouch and go totally undetectable. So you can't hear the heartbeat and stuff when you are by him, and then he will just show up out of nowhere and just stab. And he can stalk specific people, but unlike Michael, he cannot stalk multiple. When he stalks someone, it is particular to that person and not the entirety of the game, which is different to Michael, in which case he can down anyone he wants. When he is at that level. Next up we have Demogorgon. Demogorgon is from the Stranger Things series. He's kinda hard to play actually. He's intermediate for a reason. He's especially creepy for sure too. Sorry about that. But yeah, he do a little crawly crawl. Yeah, he can lunge at people and be very scary. He can also put portals on the ground and go across the map and stuff. I know, like we've been here for like an hour almost, like a little over an hour. Jeez, we've already been here for an hour. Okay, please not the plague. I remember all the retching sounds. They were not nice. Oh yes, absolutely. Somebody should have put friggin' oh, what's the word? There's a word for it. It's phobia that has to do with vomiting. And I can't remember what it is, but should have put a disclaimer on her before they released her. But I don't know why I had to sing that whole thing. But, yeah, I believe it's very similar to stomophobia. It's a epiphanophobia or something. It starts with an E. Yeah, and then, yeah, so Demogorgons, he's pretty simple, base-wise. He doesn't have any, like, special things, except for his little portal things. Emetophobia, yeah. I was like, it starts with an E, I know that for sure. Yeah, thank you, Bedu. Thank you, Rain. And then the next one is Oni. I hate him. I hate this character so much. He is hell to play against. He is hell to get the hang of, and you hardly ever end up using his stupid blood thing because you don't even need it. You can just dance down people randomly. Just you got a trail right to them with the little blood droplets coming around. It's so stupid. I hate him. I have no sympathy in my heart for this character at all. And his backstory is just he was a brat who was told that he was an ugly person. Just like his heart was ugly, and he took that personally. So he's just mean. I don't like him at all. He's just not a good guy. I just don't like the Oni. But he goes into like his Blood Fury Demon mode. He looks cool. Sure, he looks cool. But like once you've played so many games against him, you realize he's not cool, Rain. He's not. Oh my goodness gracious, sorry, I got really serious there for a second. Yeah, I just don't like him. Yeah, so he goes into this Blood Fury, and he can use a Demon Strike or a Demon Dash, and he can go really fast, and he can down you. He's a big old brat. He's a big butt. He's a big brat butt. He failed the vibe check. That is absolutely correct, Bandito. Parand, you are very eloquent today in my thoughts. He roars and rages and charges and ugh, so stressful. Quote that. TM. And then we have Deathslinger. Deathslinger's pretty cool. He's a little honky tonk. He uses his gun and he like shoots it like Scorpion, and he's like, get over here, and then he starts to reel you in, and then he stabs you. He's pretty cool. I've met some annoying Deathslingers, and I think John plays him pretty well too, but I haven't gotten the hang of him yet, actually. But yeah. It is John. It is John. This is John. He's yeah. Spits off to the side. This is the physical embodiment of John in Dead by Daylight. And then we got the next one coming up is Pyramid Head, another personal favorite of mine. He's very fun. He does the little Trail of Torment thingy, and if you step in it, you die. Basically, no, if you go on the Trail of Torment, you become tormented, and then he can hit you and then put you in a cage across the map. So we can go on chasing people like nothing ever happened. He's very fun. And then he looks like Danger Days. Yeah. Yeah, kinda. And then he really just spat like that. Shake my head. And then we got Monsieur Blight. And Blight is pretty cool too. He's a little shaky. I would say if you have stomophobia, probably don't. Or like trypophobia or anything, just don't look at his other skins and stuff because they're really gross. Yeah, he has this syringe that he like stabs into his arm, and he goes really fast, and he's like a ping pong ball. He like shoots around the map with like different angles and stuff, and then he stabs you. And it's called Lethal Strike when he stabs you. Momager creeping out over here. Yeah, he's gross. You've seen the memes about Pyramid Head? Yeah, Pyramid Head is very fun. I like them. I like him a lot. And then obviously we have Trickster. My boyfriend, also known as. I love this man. No cap. he's my favorite. He would absolutely murder me, but he is near and dear to my heart. I think if I had to pick a top 3 of killers, it would probably be Trickster, Ghostface, and Pyramid Head in that order. Because I love him. I love him so much. Yeah, he throws knives, and they go shoop shoop. And if you hit someone like 7 times, they get injured. And then you hit someone 7 more times and they go on the ground. And you have 60 knives, and it's hard to aim. But I think I'm sold on the Trickster too. He looks like he has a deformed traffic cone on his head. That is totally accurate. That is exactly what the Executioner, also known as Pyramid Head, looks like. Yeah. When he was released in his DLC, I was very excited about it. But yeah, let's do this boy. Let's do this boy. I'm gonna show you how exactly I've been training. So obviously I can't use any blood points with the killers because that would mean that I wouldn't have any blood points for my survivors. So I haven't been spending them on him, but you immediately get the based perks for the characters. So my perks for him are No Way Out. I usually have this one equipped because it's pretty good. It's pretty basic. When the last generator is repaired, the entity blocks both exit gate switches for 10 seconds, plus an additional 4 seconds for each token in your possession. So when you hook people, you get tokens. So if you hook 4 people, you get, which is, I think that's the max number of, yeah, because you hook survivor for the first time, and it gets a token. So, if you hook someone 4 times, you get, 10, 4, 8, 21? Is that right? That's right. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, excuse me. And then 26. So you get 26 seconds of full and complete blockage. We get a wink? Nah, he didn't do it. Okay, sometimes I want to save it. I really want you guys to be able to, not to be a simp on me, but, so, when, sometimes at the beginning of the game, when he's, like, looking at all the survivors like that, he'll do a thing. And I'm gonna queue up for another game after this, just to see if I can show you guys this, unless I completely embarrass myself in this first game, so let's see how this goes. Oh man, so I'm gonna explain a little bit about what I'm doing when playing the game, because I want you guys to understand it a little more, and I know Jack's played some killer games before, so he's explained stuff as well, but if you're new here, I'll explain it for you guys. Alright. Loading. Because I'm level 1, it's trying to tell me, you know, like, oh, this is what you do in the game. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm just not leveling up my character. So it's almost done loading. I like that it gives us little tips in the beginning, and it's really fun to read them in like a sarcastic thing, like, whoa, a healthy survivor hit by the killer will enter an injured state. Did you know that? I had no idea, dude. I had absolutely no idea. So we're gonna start out here by just going across the map, because never start out on the side. Oh, we already see someone coming down the hill. So someone's gonna start that gen, most likely. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see them. Oh, he doesn't care that. Just start running. Seriously, nice boys. I see I'm completely awful. Oh goodness. You see, this is why I'm playing Survivor. I'm just gonna get it. This is when I started steps 1. Going over to the shack. This is fine. We're just gonna see if we can break her out. Oh, she's not even gonna try to loot. That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna go on this. Whee, cut her off. What are you doing in the corner, honey? Oh my goodness gracious. What are you doing? What was that, Nia? Do you want to come explain to me what happened there? Okay. So we're gonna pick you up now. I always look away from the door. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Well, I'm not gonna do that now. I'll put it down, actually. games, lots of lag. Apparently there is a lot of lag. I can't do anything to help out right now necessarily, but right after this game I will do something. Try and help that out a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure where Claudette went. I got a little distracted over the but never mind, it's fine. Someone is over here though because I see the scratch mark showing up. So this is what shows up when you're a survivor and you start you know, I'm gonna chase him around this rock. And I can see his aura for some reason. Does he have object of obsession? That is one of the most useless perks. Not useless. It's pretty useful. It's just not necessarily easy to use. Okay, well, I didn't do that. My bad. So we go out here. We don't find him. Somewhere. I totally lost him. I don't think the volume is up loud enough. I'm making a complete fool of myself now. It's very hard to just get up in this game without super good perks because in general, if you're at this rank that I am, which I think it's actually rank 15 now, generally you have better perks you can use them to your advantage when you are searching for people. Let's see. Where'd you go, David? Where'd you go? Still running along this wall? Let's see how it is. We've already got 2 generators done. So I'm kind of falling behind a little bit. Let me see. Oh, what was that? What was that, Mr. David? What did you do there? Shame on you. Shame on you, sir. You didn't even have head on. So he just hid in the locker and then jumped right out of it and did something called Dead Heart, which makes him impervious to any attacks for like a second while he dashes. Yeah, Bill, you gotta stop using object of obsession. It's just not gonna help you out in the long run, bro. It might help you out in the long run. I'm being really honest, I don't think it, but I mean, some people play differently, and that's totally fine. Go. I had a feeling you were chasing this David around. Just to give him a little bit of protection hit. Just come on. Yeah, sure. Where can I look? I don't see any looks around here. Okay, there we go. That's not a bad one at all. Right here. I think it's really funny whenever I try to refill on knives and like that, and then someone ends up being in the locker. That's like my favorite part about this game. Hello? Don't worry, David. I was trying to hit David, but I guess that works too. I haven't done much work on these gens, I'll be doing. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, we did a lot of down versions of the version. It's pretty graphic, I'll be totally honest. Trickster's backstory is a pop idol. But before that, he did some, like, he lived on the streets, and what he would do for more money was he would do, like, tricks and stuff, with his knives, which is why he has, knives, and it's also why he's referred to as the trickster. He became a pop idol and was in love with the fame, and basically he really liked the sound of you know, people cheering him on because he was in love with the fame and everything. One of the things that he ended up being in the situation of was his entire K-pop artist band got stuck in a room while their studio was being set on fire. I'm told this, it's fine. I've only hooked one person. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the worst thing. Yeah, I see. No one's hiding in lockers. What am I doing? Yeah. Anyways, what's it called? So, his studio was burning down, and, they ended up telling him, like, screaming his name from the inside of the studio and everything, so they were all being burned alive, in the studio. And then, he, like, found that he kind of liked the sound of that, as twisted as that is. He liked the sound of being recognized and the screaming of his name and everything, so he made it his mission to go on and get, like, #1 fans and kidnap them and go torture them, and ended up becoming a murderer. So, yeah, dude. Yeah, so, sorry about that. That was one of the worst games I've ever played as Trickster. I'm under a lot of pressure, you guys. Yeah, apparently it was super laggy, but, we can probably get that fixed a little bit. Hang on one second. Not that one. What the heck is this? There we go. So, sorry about that. This is actually an image from, Super Alpha. Sorry about that. That wasn't supposed to happen. Anyways. But, yeah, so he kind of went a little hunger crazy and, killed a bunch of people. But, yeah. Yeah, I don't know that either. But, you know what? This, yeah, so his backstory is a little terrifying. I'm gonna end the stream anyways.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, yeah, so I was gonna show you guys the thing. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually not gonna play another game on stream, but I am going to queue up for a game so you guys can possibly see the winky wink, or the thing that he does. And then I'm gonna end the stream today. So thank you everybody so much for coming along here and helping me build my Survivor character and just keeping me company in general. I've really appreciated it. Yeah, so let's stick around and see if Trickster's gonna do the thing, and then I'm going to end it before the stream because I don't have the time or the ability to fix the lag right now. So let's wait. We got 50 seconds for him to do the thing, and then I'm gonna end the stream. I'm not readying up. These people are gonna get really annoyed with me. But yeah, no, the giggling too. Tell me why that is. It's not fair. It's not fair behavior, team. I see what you're trying to do. So alright, we got 28 seconds. Come on. You gotta do the thing. You gotta do the thing. And if he doesn't do it, I'll post it on the story later, because I'll probably be playing this throughout the day. Alright, let's see. Come on. Come on. Fingers crossed. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do the thing. Do the thing. No, dang it, it didn't do